Bruh, you really rolled the worst dice in the evolutionary casino. You were born roughly 2 million BC, deep in the icy plains that would one day be called North America. Not exactly a tropical vacation spot. But hey, no time to complain because the moment you pop out, you're already in survival mode. And guess what? You're blind. Like, full-on, I can't see shit mode. No worries, though. Your mom is right there. Basically a giant, furry, prehistoric space heater. She's the only reason you do not become an Ice Age popsicle before you even know what a mammoth is. Every time you are hungry, which, let us be real, is always, she puts her saber-toothed breasts in your face. Not exactly a Michelin star experience, but it keeps you alive. For a whole week, your life is just a warm, dark, slightly milky fever dream. Then, boom, your eyes open. And let's just say it's not giving National Geographic. Your den is tiny, crowded, and smells like a mix of wet fur and existential dread. You and your two siblings? Absolute train wrecks. Y'all can't walk straight, and every attempt to move results in a chaotic pileup of tiny, uncoordinated paws. Mom is the real MVP, keeping you alive. But let's be real, her job sucks. If she doesn't catch enough food, all of you get put on the worst version of intermittent fasting. And Dad? He's out here running the show, making all the decisions. He's the alpha, the king, the OG saber dad. He tells you when to eat, when to hunt, and probably even when to take a prehistoric poop. But here's the kicker. Being born a saber-toothed tiger doesn't mean you're automatically a killing machine. You still gotta learn how to hunt. And buddy, that's where the real L's begin. All right, little saber noob. Welcome to your first day of not sucking at life. Except, spoiler alert, you're gonna suck at life. Hard. You've finally graduated from the wiggly potato phase and entered the menace to society era, the part where you start annoying the hell out of your mom. Your siblings and you are basically furry, saber-toothed gremlins, pouncing on everything that moves, including each other. You bite your brother's tail. He bites your ear. Chaos ensues. Mom, being the exhausted single mother that she is, lets out a deep growl that roughly translates to, "I swear if y'all don't cut that out." But you don't listen, you're built different. So you leap at her tail like the feral goblin you are, only to get whipped across the den like a rejected football pass. Your pride, RIP. You just got finessed by a tail. This is the part where you start learning how to hunt. Or at least you think you're learning. In reality, you're just out here attacking random objects like an unpaid intern trying to prove themselves. A leaf moves, it's go time. You jump like a broken shopping cart, missing the target and falling face first into the ground. Your siblings laugh. Even Mom gives you that disappointed but not surprised look. Eventually, she decides to give you some real lessons. She drags a half-dead prehistoric deer, or whatever sad excuse for a meal she found that day, into the den. She growls. You freeze. Oh, shit. This is the test. She wants you to deliver the final blow. You try to channel your inner beast, your inner apex predator. You raise your tiny saber teeth, let out a growl that sounds more like a baby goat choking, and chomp. Nothing. Bro, your teeth are useless. Like straight up for decoration at this stage. You can't even break the skin. Your mom is staring at you like she just realized her child is built wrong. You're basically the prehistoric version of a trust fund baby. Got all the fancy tools, but no idea how to use them. And that's when it hits you. Being born a saber-toothed tiger doesn't make life easy. In fact, it's looking like an endless grind just to not die. All right, you failure of a flesh-ripping machine. Time for a saber-toothed reality check. Your mom? Yeah, she's been carrying the team since day one. She's out here doing all the work, hunting, protecting, dragging your useless little butt from danger. And what are you doing? Face planting into those bushes and failing basic predator skills and getting bodied by leaves. But today, things get real. Your mom decides it's time for you to go outside, the prehistoric streets. And let's be clear, this is no chill. Let's go on a light walk situation. This is straight up trial by fire. You and your siblings waddle behind her, looking like a pack of prehistoric misfits. The sun is blazing. The air smells like musty dinosaurs. Then boom, something moves in the grass. Your baby predator senses tingle. This is it, your moment. The redemption arc. You, the formerly useless saber-tooth, will now prove your worth. You lock onto the target, a tiny, wiggly rodent thing, completely unaware that you are about to end its entire existence. You crouch, kinda. You wiggle too much. And then you pounce. And you miss. Not just miss. You trip on your own paws, go tumbling past your prey like a knocked-over toddler, and roll straight into a bush. Your siblings? Dying of laughter. Your mom? Absolutely done with you. The rodent? Oh, that little dude is out of there. Probably telling all his rodent homies about how he just juked a whole saber-toothed tiger. But before you can even process the embarrassment, things go from bad to prehistorically bad. A shadow moves. A big one. And suddenly your mom is growling. Low, deep, and serious. You freeze. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. You turn your head slowly and that's when you see it. Something huge. Something deadly. Something that could body your entire family in one bite. The real king of these lands. A giant prehistoric bear. Congratulations, little saber noob. You just encountered your first nightmare fuel. You ever have one of those moments where your whole life flashes before your eyes? Yeah. Well, welcome to yours. The bear, Arctodus, the prehistoric menace, stares down at you with eyes that say, dinner. You're just standing there, internally malfunctioning, questioning every life decision that led to this exact moment. Your mom, though? She's in full mama bear mode. Except she's not the bear. In this equation. She's got her ears pinned back, her tail flicking, her muscles coiled so tight she's practically vibrating. You're hoping she has some saber-toothed superpowers that she's been hiding because, that bear is massive. Like imagine a grizzly bear, now give it a gym membership, a protein shake addiction, and a personal vendetta against anything with a pulse. That's Arctodus. The dude is built like a prehistoric SUV and could probably yeet you into the next ice age with a single swipe. And right now, he's staring at you like you're the world's saddest happy meal. Your siblings are frozen. The air is thick with oh crap energy. Your little kitten brain is firing off alarms, but your legs? Useless. Straight up noodles. Error 404. Survival instinct not found. Then mom moves. Faster than you thought possible, she lunges at Arctodus, letting out a snarl that should be terrifying. Except the bear, he doesn't even flinch. He just lifts one absurdly massive paw and swipes. Your mom dodges. Barely. But the impact against the ground shakes the very fabric of your tiny, unfortunate existence. If that had landed, GG, no respawn. She roars, fangs bared. The bear roars back, and holy crap, it's like thunder punched the air. This is not your fight. This is above your pay grade, but you're standing there completely useless watching as your entire world is seconds away from being barefooted, and then your mom does the impossible. With a burst of speed, she leaps straight at the bear's face. Claws out, teeth flashing. This is it. This is her final gambit. And you can only watch. Your mom's mid-air leap of doom is impressive, sure. But let's be real. This isn't a Hollywood fight scene. The bear isn't about to get bodied by some slow-mo anime attack. Nope. Arctodus does what bears do best. He tanks it. Your mom's claws rake across his muzzle, but all that thick fur and muscle, barely a scratch. The bear grunts, annoyed, not hurt, before swiping a little less murderously this time. She dodges again, but you can tell she's getting tired. And then something shocking happens. The bear, the absolute menace that just tried to delete your bloodline, decides, nah, not worth it. Yeah, he just stops. Looks at your mom, looks at the rest of you, the shrimp-sized, saber-toothed chicken nuggets trembling behind a rock, snorts, and then, with the biggest prehistoric power move ever, turns around and starts lumbering away. Just like that. You're stunned. Your mom's still standing her ground, chest heaving, tail lashing, but she doesn't chase him. She just watches, making sure he actually leaves. Your siblings? Yeah, they finally unfreeze. One of them immediately faceplants into the dirt. Classic. You, though, you're still stuck in the same spot, brain loading like a laggy Wi-Fi connection. What just happened? Did you just survive that? Your mom finally turns to all of you, ears flicking back, eyes scanning for injuries. She's fine, maybe a little bruised, definitely exhausted, but fine. And she makes it very clear with one sharp growl, we're leaving. Now. And you don't argue. The walk back home is a whole mood. Your mom leads the way, still alert, ears swiveling like prehistoric Wi-Fi antennas. Your siblings? They're practically tripping over their own paws trying to keep up. You? You're still processing the fact that you just survived a literal face-off with a bear that could have eaten your entire family as a snack. But hey, dubs are dubs. You finally reach the den, and for the first time in forever, you actually feel safe. You flop down, exhaustion hitting like a mammoth stampede. Your mom stretches out beside you all, keeping watch. Everything's finally calm, or so you thought, because seconds later, boom. A massive shadow darkens the entrance. You whip around and your soul leaves your body. It's him. Not the bear, not some random predator. It's your dad, your missing presumed dead, absolute unit of a saber-toothed father. And oh boy, he looks rough. Scars everywhere, fur matted with who knows what, and eyes wild like he's been through some season finale level drama. Your mom, frozen. Your siblings, absolutely silent. And then he steps forward, eyes locked on your mom. Thought I was dead, huh? This just got messy. Your dad takes another step forward, his massive frame blocking out the moonlight. Your mom, still staring, muscles tense, like she's processing a software update that's taking way too long. Then she exhales, not in fear, not in anger, just, "You big idiot," she mutters. And just like that, the tension snaps. Your siblings rush forward, yowling like they just won the prehistoric lottery. Your dad, he lets them pile onto him, looking a little overwhelmed but kind of proud. You just sit there blinking. You've spent your whole short, chaotic life thinking he was a myth, a legend lost to the Ice Age. And now he's here, looking at you like he knows exactly who you are. "You did good, kid," he says. And for the first time ever, you actually feel it. Maybe being a saber-tooth doesn't totally suck. Maybe, just maybe, you were built for this.